Some people don't lose money because they are unlucky. They lose it because they rush. This story is about a man who refused to rush, and because of that, he never became poor again. He grew up watching money come and go. Not small money, big money. Uncles who won contracts and bought cars in months. Friends who suddenly blew and vanished just as fast. Men who once commanded respect, now borrowing transport fare. He noticed something strange. They all got rich quickly and became poor even faster. No one warned him. No one sat him down to teach him finance, but life did. So he made a quiet promise to himself. If big money ever enters my life, I will not let excitement destroy my future. Years later, the moment finally came. One ordinary morning, one notification, one balance that didn't look real. For a long time, he just stared at the screen. His hands shook, not from happiness, but from fear, because he remembered all the people who stood exactly where he was and ended up with nothing. The money was enough to change his life instantly. New house, new car, new lifestyle. But instead of spending, he did something unusual. He locked 80% of the money in his bank for 1 full year. No touching, no withdrawals, no small enjoyment. People laughed at him. Are you sick? Money is meant to be used. What if you die tomorrow? But he didn't argue. He understood something they didn't. Money enjoyed without understanding often becomes money lost without warning. That 1 year was the hardest year of his life, not because he was broke, but because temptation was everywhere. The money was there, but unavailable, and that was the point. Instead of shopping, he started studying. He read books on business failures. He watched interviews of investors who lost millions. He learned how companies collapse, why profits disappear, how greed kills growth. He wasn't rushing to invest. He was learning how not to lose. There was one business that kept calling his attention, not because it was flashy, but because it was boring, stable, quiet, long-term. The kind of business nobody brags about, but wealthy people quietly own. So he studied it deeply. Every mistake people made, every false promise, every hidden risk. He spoke to people who failed, then to people who survived, then to people who won. And slowly his appetite changed. He no longer wanted fast money. He wanted lasting money. The year passed. The lock expired. The same money that entered his account 12 months earlier was still there, untouched. But he was no longer the same man. This time he didn't feel excitement. He felt clarity. He invested not emotionally, but strategically. Not all at once, not blindly. Piece by piece, step by step. He treated money like a seed, not a reward. The first year after investing was quiet. No luxury, no celebration. People thought he had failed, but underground something was growing. The second year, returns started whispering. The third year, the whispers became noise. The fourth year, silence from critics. By the fifth year, he had something rare, wealth with understanding. Money that didn't scare him, money that didn't control him, money that didn't disappear. What made him different wasn't luck, it was patience. He didn't rush to enjoy money. He delayed pleasure to build permanence. And because of that, he didn't become another story of he was once rich. He became a man who stayed rich. If this story taught you something valuable, like, share, and subscribe to this channel. Because the biggest lesson about money is not how to get it, it's how to keep it. And patience is the price of staying wealthy.